Hello YouTubers. Now for a review of all these cassettes I bought. Not many, but we'll be starting a little collection here. And each time I buy a small number of cassettes, about 3 to 5 of them, I will do a review of each and every one of them. So let's get into this. We have the B-52's Cosmic Thing on cassette tape. Now this band originated in New York in 1976. Their first big hit was Rock Lobster. They are known for being a new wave band. Quite good, I think. There was a rumor going around that the lead singer was gay, but I don't know about that. I haven't read up on this band too much. But you can see the cassette here is blue and in excellent condition. There's no tape garble or hiss or anything like that I've heard. So this album really made the band take off in popularity, helped them. So wonderful album. Has some hits on here. What do we have? Rome, Bushfire, and Love Shack. Those are the songs I like on the album. I've been listening to this album since 1995 or whenever it came out. My dad bought it on CD. Found a vinyl of this the other day, but just decided not to pick it up. Great band. I haven't heard anything from them beyond this album. So, I hear they're back together again, I believe, judging from the pictures I've seen online. So that's that. Metallica's Black Album. This album was released in 1991 on cassette, vinyl, and CD. You can find this album on CD and vinyl now. They re-released vinyl last year, or it may have been released earlier this year. It does not sound quite as good as the original. Or I can say that about their earlier albums being released on vinyl. Those don't sound quite as clear as the previous editions on CD, vinyl, and maybe even cassette tape. But we'll be getting some more Metallica albums on cassette, simply because the cassette format is also analog, as well as vinyl is an analog source as well. The only problem with tapes is they don't last quite as long as vinyl, nearly as long. So this is a wonderful album here, Metallica's Black Album. A lot of people don't like it simply because the band went mainstream with their sound and they only continued getting more mainstream and changing their sound in the 90s. I personally don't mind that, but Saint Anger was by far their worst album, and I've already talked about that in my CD reviews. So side 1 here has Enter Sandman, Sad But True, Holier Than Thou, Unforgiven, Where I May Roam, Don't Tread on Me. All I can say about this album is I like pretty much every song on it. There's a few I won't listen to every now and then, but the great Bob Rock produced this album with Hetfield and Ulrich. So great album. It's not Metallica's best, but there's a lot of diversity in the songs. You know, some Indian style guitar playing, and there's a gong in there somewhere. So if you can pick up this album in any format, pick it up. Now, I don't think at this point the reel-to-reel format was popular at all. If you want to get this album in reel-to-reel format, you'll probably have to look at getting it through radio stations, because back in the 90s they actually still used reel-to-reel in their broadcasting ways of broadcasting. So that's that. Now we have Stone Temple Pilots' Core. This album is their first and their best, in my opinion. Pretty much the whole album's good except for a few songs, in my opinion. Produced by Brendan O'Brien, the same guy that produced Korn back in the 90s. So this album came out in 1992 and still stands as Stone Temple Pilots' landmark album. They're getting back together and releasing another album, so we'll see how that is. I don't know. That's what I've heard, but they are touring. So this comes with some inserts and a little paragraph of I guess Scott Weiland or somebody's theory on how society is or should do. Something like that. It's a little thing. I don't think it's included in the CD, so this is something special. Tape is in pretty good condition. I give it an A-, simply because there's some garble on some tape damage on a few of the songs. But other than that, it's a great purchase. I recommend anybody that has a tape deck and a decent sound system to pick up tapes and play them, because they do sound great. They don't sound worse than CDs, in my opinion. That's because I bought them for that reason. Because they are they're nice to play. You know, I mean, it's something different. It's not easy. You don't just pop it in and skip through a bunch of songs and like a CD is, and it's just something of what of a dying format now. And whatever tapes we have now, we have to hang on to and preserve them as much as possible. And the interesting thing about tapes is there is a little piece of styrofoam or gauze type material in the middle of the tape. Once this thing goes, the tape is unplayable, and you can replace it with imitation type stuff, or you can buy the same material and restore the tape to its original state. So this is all I have in tapes. I do have another tape, but I'll have to bring that out, and I will review that tape when I get some more tapes, because I'm not just going to do a one video review on one tape. That's just a waste of time. Anyways, thank you for watching. These are my tapes so far. Not much, but hey, there are some great albums. We'll be picking up some more albums, or some more tapes soon. Some might be asking, are you going to pick up any Beatles tapes? No, because I will be getting the 2009 remasters on CD. I might go ahead and buy the stereo box set, or buy the albums individually, pick up my favorites, and I will be reviewing those when they come out. I might do an early review and download them and just preview them to see what they sound like, and see, okay, you know, do they sound good enough to repurchase these albums, or purchase them at all, because I only have Let It Be Naked in terms of Beatles albums on CD. Watch out for I'm going to start the Analog Vinyl Reviews series. That's going to be new. That will be the next video I'll post. So thanks for watching, guys, and have a good one.